Happy New Year, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Generally, we use the Moon energy at this channel, but I'm going to do a 2020 preview of overall energy for you, including a lot of the energies from the major planet transitions that we have going on this year. I'm going to start with pulling cards for each of the months, and then some advice for how to best use that energy. And then we will go on and we will pull a card for your health, for your superpower, for manifesting this year, for a card for love, a card for your spiritual growth and development, and a final message from Spirit, kind of a positive affirmation. Before I get too far into this, I want to thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, or helping me to grow my channel. If you are a subscriber, be sure to hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when I upload videos. My schedule is going to be changing somewhat in January, and I'm not really sure. I haven't really figured it all out yet. And if you would please hit that thumbs up button or leave me a comment, because apparently every couple of months, if you are not actively engaged by commenting, liking on videos, you can get unsubscribed by YouTube. Isn't that awesome? So heads up, not just for this channel, that works on all the channels. So you should always, exchange that energy with the people that you listen to anyway, so that they could connect with your energy more and provide you better messages, but also to help YouTube know which channels you actually are paying attention to. So you have great overall energy for this year. I'm super excited. You got the optimism card that's looking forward into the future and seeing things with a much more excitement and energy level than I've seen for you this past year, Taurus. But you guys have been on this interesting journey, and I think you're starting to see the future as someplace you can really get to, and so that's really great. And I have to tell you, before I turned on the camera, I was meditating on your energy, and what I heard was, follow your heart, it knows the way. And that's what this looks like, right? Looking into the future, following your heart, it knows the way. It knows the way. So be optimistic about where it is you're going, what it is you're trying to create for yourself. That looks really good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this and see what's going on. So, follow your heart, it knows the way out of the stuck energy. Now, I'm really not surprised that we have stuck energy. It keeps showing up a lot in January for a number of signs has this kind of energy, especially the earth signs are getting really stuck in the mud. But a lot of that has to do with all the energy that's going on in Capricorn right now. Capricorn is just running the show right now. We have Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter and, somebody else, Mercury just got into Capricorn, and so there's all this energy going on, and the nodes are in Capricorn. So South Node is in Capricorn, and it's in opposition to the North Node over there in Cancer. And so there's this energy that's all piling up, and it needs to be released. Okay, you have to let things go. So with that full moon in Cancer, eclipse coming up on January 11th, and the next day we have Saturn and Pluto in exact conjunction at 22 degrees, which is a critical degree. There's certain degrees that are critical, but that's a square degree. And anyway, so it's powerful. It's powerful, and I think then things start moving forward. So stay optimistic. Focus on the future, following your heart. I think right now you're like, I don't know if I can get out of whatever it is that you're trying to get out of that you need to remain optimistic about. But hang in there, because this energy is pretty good for you. The Saturn's going to move into Aquarius for a few months. Gets there in March, and then in June it moves back into Capricorn until it finally exits and does its next run through Aquarius. So look at this. You have the honoring path coming up for you in, I just can't seem to get this camera in a place I like it. The honoring path. The honoring path means that you will be recognized by the people around you. They will appreciate you. This could be a raise at work. It could be that your family recognizes all your efforts and energy, your friends. It's something that you put some energy and effort into, and people are noticing. We have people applauding this lady that's standing on the stage taking a bow. So it's something that has required a lot of effort and energy, and maybe it's just you finally getting unstuck and moving something forward. March, you have the discovery. He is panning for gemstones. He's got diamonds, though. It should be gold, but it's all shiny like a diamond. But maybe it's gold. So you're going to discover something in March that feels really important and really valuable to you. It could be a relationship. It could be a house. It could be a job situation. It's something that you've been seeking, because in the process of panning, that takes time and effort, right? You sit there and you sift through what doesn't work before you can find something of value. So it's something you've been sifting through. So you'll know what it is that you're looking for. And so March looks really good for being able to find it. And then we have the healing light that comes in April. And so connecting with your higher self, let's see, with that energy in shifting, sort of starting to shift forward, things will be moving. I think this is an opportunity for you to really allow yourself to heal from whatever situation back here where you were stuck. I think you start moving things forward, and if you allow the healing and getting conversation with spirit to help and guide you. This keeps showing up for a number of people here in May. We have travel. So there is this energy of moving things forward. The nodes move for a couple of months into the Gemini-Sagittarius axis, which is about communication and travel, long-distance travel. And so it seems like a lot of people are going to be shifting and moving with that energy. So traveling for work, traveling for pleasure, could be moving your house. Look at this. You have the loving man. Now, the loving man showing up in June. Okay, this is a general reading, but 80% of my viewers are female. So could this be a loving man showing up in your life? Absolutely. If you're a male, could this be you being the loving man? Absolutely. When I see male and female energies in a general reading, though, I tend to think of this as taking the action. Taking the action to express how you feel and care about someone in your life. So you will know what your situation is, but that's beautiful energy. We have transformation that's happening in July. Now, again, in July, we're back into the nodes that shift back into the Cancer-Capricorn axis. So whatever you didn't finish up over here, now's an opportunity. So we actually have like 4 eclipses in a row. 2 happening in June. Well, I think one is in May, but it's in that Gemini energy. And then 2 happening in July. And then we don't have eclipses for a few months after that till we get to December. So, wow, look at August. Happy success. This transformation, this energy here, oh my gosh. Follow your heart, it knows the way. This could also be what this is saying. Follow your heart, it knows the way to transform your life, to find this joy, this happiness. And before you get to the fall, I haven't even seen the cards, right? But I'm just telling you, the energies in the fall are really difficult. So everybody's been having difficult falls, so hang in there. Let's just see what you get. Yep, okay, that's a surprise. All right, so here we go. In September, we have this fragmented energy. So everybody seems to be having really good energy during the summer, but then we hit the fall and it gets tough again. So fragmented energy often means that you are starting to find the missing pieces of you, which is a very positive thing, or you just feel like you are spread really thin and you need to discern what needs your time and attention and what doesn't. And so September looks really super busy, so make sure you are soaking up and enjoying the summer energy while you can, and be ready to start focusing again, refocusing on what your goals and work, and lots of energy coming in there that's kind of difficult in September, but we get to October, and when we have all this stuff going on, planetary-wise, you're being asked to present your power. This is you stepping in your power, being large and in charge, knowing what you want and going for it, exhibiting strength. And so I think this is you pulling it together here, figuring out where your pieces are, and now, okay, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know where I'm going. So allow yourself to maybe plan ahead for September, kind of think, okay, well, where is it that I want to go? What do I want to create this year? So that you can maybe have a few less pieces that need to be pulled together in September, in November, we have professional assistants. So this means hiring somebody to help you. It could be that you need to hire someone to help you in your business because your business is finally taking off. It could be that you need to hire a lawyer. It could be that you need to hire a surgeon. It could be, it's somebody in the professional realm that you need their knowledge, their expertise, their assistance, and you are going to be paying for it. So budget for that if you have a business. And then look at this. Oh my God, what a way to finish out. You have the vast universe. You have the vast universe. This is the magic of I can create whatever I want moving forward. This to me says you have January, you're going to get yourself out of the mud. September, it looks busy and you're going to have to pull it together. Everything else looks flippin' amazing. And there's good reasons to be optimistic for this year. I'm so happy for you, Taurus. You guys have been kind of going through it. Just a reminder to anyone whose Saturn is in Aquarius, because Saturn is shifting signs this year, so you're getting ready for your Saturn return, which means that lessons that you are supposed to have been learned, and if you are applying them, then you get to level up. If it is in opposition, so if your Saturn is in Leo, then you are going to notice that you are having some really tough lessons this year. And how are you managing it? Okay, so the tough lessons of the last 3 or 4 years, maybe 7, now is the chance to say, okay, but what am I going to do? How am I going to move this forward? If your Saturn is in, let's see, Aquarius, so Taurus and Scorpio, you guys are at squares. And so your Saturn this year is going to be being challenged, and you're going to kind of get a preview of where those challenges are going to lie during this summer months. Well, the March through the July time frame, it's going to kind of set you up to know where it is that things are going to be heading and where the challenges are over the next couple of years, and that becomes really important. So paying attention to where the lessons are. The thing about Saturn that's really interesting to me is that it is an opportunity to do the hard work, and when you do the hard work, you are rewarded. If you avoid, if you hide, if you try not to do the hard work, the lessons are going to come anyway, only now it feels less like a blessing and definitely like it's a lesson. Oh, no wonder you're optimistic. Your energy you have here are beginnings. Okay, excellent. So the 2020 is 2 + 2 is 4. It's a 4 year. It's a year of creating stability. It is a year of laying the foundation and the structures. It is laying that concrete and making sure that it is nice and level so that you can build something on it. It's making sure that you have the plumbing and the electrical in the right places to build whatever it is that you're going to build. So it's about systems being put in place in a very organized, solid foundation so that they cannot be destroyed. Excuse me, I gotta let the cat in. Or he's gonna sit there and whine the whole time. Okay, so stuck energy, you have silence. I am serene no matter what is occurring around me. So in January, I think there's going to be a lot of you just sitting and contemplating, and craziness going on around you. And so stay centered, stay within your own, stay in your own lane, and let the stuff swirl around you, because honestly, everything after that gets so much better. So hang in there. Allow yourself to use this energy, because see how there's the moon there? That just makes me think that eclipse energy is going to be very important in helping you to sort through things and figure out where it is you're going and what you want to do, and use that energy of that eclipse followed by that Pluto, Saturn conjunction to really let go of the crap that doesn't work. And we have the honoring path coming with wisdom. And so I think you've been doing the work. All I truly need is within me. You know, when I saw this, what I kind of thought was that it looked like your guides were applauding you. And so it mightn't be that you don't actually get the applause necessarily that you see in, maybe you don't get a raise. Maybe people around you don't really notice, but you're doing the hard work and your guides are noticing, because you get everything you need is within you and the wisdom is coming in. So for some of you, that could be what's going on. This discovery here, I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. This is you pushing through to get to the space where you find out what is truly of value in your life. The healing light, here comes that energy and that vitality. So this, you're pushing through to find the strength, and here it comes. Healing energy and immense vitality flow easily through me and effortlessly. So this healing process, do things that lift up your spirit. Whatever you're moving away from, whatever this situation is that obviously requires some healing, take care of yourself. Do what you need to do for yourself. Build your own self-confidence. Go put some play in your day. Have some fun. Surround yourself with situations that make you happy and move away from the things that don't. This travel, we have enthusiasm. I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. This traveling could be moving away from a situation that doesn't work, as well as maybe actually going on a vacation just to recharge. But whatever it is, start bringing the fun and the joy into your life. And again, we have that full moon eclipse, I think, is happening in May, with the new moon eclipse happening in June. And I delight in everything in my world, and divine joy fills me with that loving man. So this looks really positive. And transformation happens because you get into the flow. The glory of the universe flows through me. When you start riding in the direction that Spirit is leading you, when you follow your heart because it knows the way, your life will transform. So when you're trying to make a decision, sometimes there's a tendency to overanalyze, put everything on paper in those columns of pros and cons, what works, what doesn't work, you know. And instead of doing that, maybe it's time to think, what would make me happy? Where's the happiness? Because it seems like the happiness is the important thing this year. What brings the joy? What brings the delight? What am I enthusiastic about? What do I want to do? Following your heart, being optimistic about this new beginning. And new beginnings don't happen without endings, right? So something has to end. A situation, a relationship, a job, maybe a career path. You're changing career paths. It could be something, but it's major, because you guys have been sitting on the fence for, oh gosh, I started doing your readings a little over a year ago, and pretty much the whole time you guys were sitting on the fence until the last few months. And so I feel like you are getting there, like the decision making process is happening. And so here we go. Happy, success, and joy. You can't. Wow. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. Yeah, the summer looks really, really wonderful. I'm very happy for you. Okay, so this fragmented energy, you're being asked to breathe deeply and know that all is well within the universe. It's peace. So whatever this situation is, I think in September you're like, wait, things have been going really, really well, and now what is this? And I want you to just take a deep breath and breathe through it, because it starts to get better when you step into your power. Oh, and you have a commitment. Now, my commitment increases my joy and my freedom. And again, I want to say follow your heart. So whatever it is, it could be committing to a new career path. It could be committing to a new place that you want to move. It could be committing to a relationship. Whatever it is, commitment, when it says present power and commitment, I think this is you being committed to what it is you've decided to do. So commit to the journey, commit to being in flow with Spirit, commit to where it is that you want to start this new beginning. Be optimistic, be committed to it. Don't let the fragmented energy of September, where obviously you appear to be having a few doubts, a little concern, like, am I doing the right thing? Yes, commit to whatever this choices that you have made. And we have professional assistance, and we have courage. I live life passionately and courageously. So whatever it is that you're committing to, you're going to need help. Again, you know, whatever it is. If you're going back to school and you've changed your major and you're committing to it, maybe in September you're like, I don't know, these classes are so tough, I don't even know. And then step into the commitment. And if you need to get a mentor, a guide, tutor, you know, then that would be in that situation. If you've made a career change and you're like, I'm not sure, this doesn't seem to be working out, step into your power, commit to it, and go and maybe you need to take some courses to help you to navigate and learn the information you need. You know, whatever it is. If it is a divorce, then you're going to need a lawyer. If it is starting a business, you're going to need a lawyer. It's whatever this is, it's going to require you to be committed and courageous in your commitment. Because when I see the lion and the tiger showing up with present power, followed by courage, with commitment right there, that's a lot of, I need to be firm and resolute in my decision. And you're going to need a little professional help. But look at this. The vista of the universe. I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. All right? So be committed. And you will find that there's a good reason to be optimistic about this new beginning that you're taking. Because the universe is opening to you, because now you are in flow and you are following your heart. Follow your heart. It knows the way. Follow your heart. It will open and it will show you the way. And this, you know, whatever this big decision is that you have been sitting on, follow your heart. It knows the way. Oh, wow. Okay, you have a lot here, but this is the administrator. I walk with a foot in both the earthly and the spiritual worlds. This is being in flow with spirit. This is in communication with spirit. This is following your heart. Your heart is your intuition. It is the best guide that you have. Your heart will tell you what to do. The celebrity, I lead with my light. So, yeah, I see lots of reasons for that. We've got this, the honoring path, the wisdom, the energy and the vitality that brings the healing light. I think that you have a lot going on this year, and you're going to be shining, and people are going to be well aware of it. And I am spiritually wealthy. Okay. Spirit really wants you to stay in communication so that you remain in flow this year, so that if you're listening to your heart and following the guidance of your heart, you know innately what it is that needs to be done. And it may not seem logical, and it may seem risky, or it may seem, gosh, just not what you had on paper and planned out for your life to be, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, decades ago, right? You had a path and everything, but things have changed. Things have changed. The only thing that we can ever count on is that things are going to change. And so something has changed, and it's time to make a shift in a direction, and you've been trying to decide what to do, and if you will commit to it, and if you will listen to your heart and the guidance that it is presenting you, you will go where you need to go, and you will do well. So, Spirit says, give us your cares. Again, turn it over to Spirit, get communication with Spirit, and unconditional joy. Thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. So, joy showing up, happiness and success. I think this happy and success is you feeling comfortable with your decision. And I think you're going to be challenged a little bit in September about it. But if you dig in and you push through and you stay committed, commit to your commitment, you open up the vastness of the universe to you moving forward. It's a powerful year of foundation laying for you, of course. All right, a little bit on love. Okay. A lot on love. All right, my goodness, really? Yeah, 5. All right, what do we have? It's not as if you need anyone. For as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understand them, as opposed to changing them, will wildly improve the chances that they'll wish to keep you in their life. On the other hand, you're pretty much stuck with Spirit. Oh, wow, how Spirit loves you. Honor yourself. Okay. Oh, okay. Just curious, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. Here's looking at you, gorgeous. Love the universe. Your treasure is at hand. Your treasure is at hand. What is of value to you, right? Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. Whatever. This guy does like the word zippier. Okay, your treasure is at hand. So I think you discover it early in the year and you know what that is. Change is always good. Actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. It works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Loving and accepting all the parts of you. So it's not so much about changing who you are, but maybe changing the way you look at who you are. Learning to accept yourself for all your flaws makes it a lot easier to accept that other people are also not perfect. I think oftentimes because we think everybody expects us to be perfect, we're looking for that perfect person out there, but nobody is perfect. Oh my gosh, I don't know anybody that is. And so it's not about being perfect. It's about accepting who you are and every day getting up and trying to do the best to be the best version of yourself that you can be. But understanding that some days that best version's a lot easier to come by than others, and that's okay. Just laugh at it, let it go, love yourself, light and shadow, right? And it says love in spite of it all. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare to love in spite of it all. Remember the glint in your eyes. All right. Wow, I know why we got all of these cards. There is a situation here for some of you. It seems like a majority of you where there's questions around your love life. But I think it's more of being willing to let go of that which isn't working, falling in love with yourself, honoring yourself, believing in yourself. And if you're in a relationship, recommitting to it if you want to, as long as this is a relationship that is not detrimental to you, because when you honor yourself, you will know. So follow your heart. It knows the way. Okay? It knows the way. But change is always good. So something has to give. Something has to change. Is it your attitude? Is it your attitude about the situation? Or is it your attitude about remaining in the situation or leaving and moving forward? That's not for me. That's for you. That's between you and spirit, right? You need to talk to yourself. Follow your heart. What does your heart really want to do? But there is a new beginning here. There's a change. There's a shift. So be optimistic about it because there's a lot of reasons to feel optimistic about it based on these cards. And just based on the fact that, Taurus, you know how to manifest. So you can manifest, you know this in the material world, but guess what? You can manifest in all the other arenas too. You can manifest for yourself what you want emotionally, spiritually, physically, okay? So I think that part of what it is that Taurus understands that they can manifest and create wealth. But I think that they're insecure. There's a tendency to be insecure about whether they can manifest in all the other arenas. And the thing is I feel like that the universe says, no, look how easy that was for you to figure that out. You can do that everywhere. You can manifest every part of your life because you already know how to manifest. And for your soul's journey, oh, look at this. You have the crown. You are an empress. So, the empress is the creator. Whether you're male or female, everyone has empress energy in them, just as they have the emperor energy in them. So, this is the goddess. Her yellow crown denotes all self-empowerment. This is this right here. represent power. All self-empowerment. And the red denotes a strong embracement of the feminine sexuality. If you are a female, the goddess is here to remind you that your sexuality is an important part of being in the female body and is just as important as all the other aspects that make you you. If you are a male, there is a strong female energy around you. Begin to study and understand this feminine energy as it plays an important role in balancing your male energy. So this feminine energy around you could be spirit, could be in a person you know. If you are a female, this is about you stepping into your power, committing to yourself, finding the joy and being in flow with yourself, and opening your heart to what the universe is bringing to you. What is of value to you? Honor yourself. So often as women, we tend to give away big pieces of ourselves to everyone else and we forget to take care of us. So make sure you're putting your mask on and you're taking care of you. But follow your heart, it will know the way. And it's not like you need anyone. Okay, so you have generosity. I give generously to those around me no matter how much or how little I have. I know there's more than enough to go around, and the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping it. If I stop the flow, I am the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. I'm just confused because this isn't a message that was, it's an important message that there's always more than enough for everyone. We do have the vast universe, which is limitless. And when you are in flow with spirit, then, you know, you don't need to hoard, hang on to whatever it is that you have. But, okay, it is. This is about manifesting. All right, because the card that came out, because I wanted to clarify, you got was abundance. Congratulations. It seems as though you're due for, what the heck? An infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Okay. It's like in super small letters. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already planned and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your pie hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get yourself your whipped cream and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Okay, so you can afford to be generous of nature, of spirit, with your personal wealth, with your emotional, with your physical, whatever it is, because the universe is vast and you are opening up to the flow of the abundance of the universe, and so it is coming to you. There's big transformation this year. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, just commit to the process and go for it, because this looks really good. Follow your heart. It knows where to go. All right. You guys have a great year. I will talk to you soon, and you take care. And be sure to leave me a comment.